All right, everyone. Hello, welcome back. Happy Family Day. Assuming it is Family Day where you are. Just was in here. Bitcoin 3 has been installed, so we have everything in here. Haven't gotten anything fancy from the Cultist Circle over the weekend. Couple grenade, actually just grenade launchers. Now that I think about it, so about 35-ish minutes. We will have completed a 6-hour craft. Now, there were a couple notes I wanted to get through before I start anything. And honestly, it is... Where do I start? Well, claiming the bitcoins. So I have all the 40 bitcoins. Everything else now is purely just cash. So that's nice. They go for about 50 or 560 to 600,000 rubles, or like $4,500 US dollars if I need them. So that's nice to have. Hello. What else on the notes? Bitcoin done. We need to go to Batya. So all we have to do for Batya is go pick up the documents. Okay. I finished up the pate quest. I just bought them because they got like pretty cheap. So that's whatever. And then I also got the 50,000 euros for the K50. I mean, I don't know. Did I need to do it? Probably not. But at the end of the day, it's kind of just sort of money. So whatever. Rubles is not a big deal. There is a phone here. I think that has to do with mechanic. If I looked earlier, I'm not sure what it's about though. I really have no idea. So I just know it is a mechanic, but I don't know what he wants. Getting ammo. Keeping the batteries because there is a trade for the tank batteries. I don't remember what it is though. Like, I know the car batteries are nice for the GPUs, but I kind of wish I remember what it was. It was a good trade. I'm going to produce enough super waters specifically until this filter runs out. I have a bunch of filters, so I'll make a couple of them. That's done. That's good. That's done. How much is one of these? Yep, that's fine. Craft it, that's fine. Med station. Get a propitol. There was the, what do you call it? The Chinese New Year, or the Lunar New Year. They gave you an AK-308, some ammo, and Uzi Pro. I sold most things, but I kept the gold stars. And I kept the 760x51 ammo. Because it was like, I think it was M61 or M62 or something like that. So, I just kept it. We can always dump it later. Those crafted. Office there. What do we have in here? Oh, nothing good. It is. I find this is pretty hit or miss. So. Oh, hang on. Before we do this, put that in there. Store these in here. I gotta do something with these. I'm not sure. Gun, sell. Grab these for a second. Trash. It's not very good. Like, it's good flesh damage. Don't misunderstand me. But otherwise it's not very good. Oh, there was also 2 red flares. So if you wonder where those flares came from, no. I feel like there should be more. Oh no, 995 is different. Never mind. Silly me. That looks fine otherwise. So what does mechanic want? Trade mechanic. Go visit him. Come on, man. I guess he doesn't want to speak.
Здравствуй, наемник.
Or you call me, what do you want? Oh, okay,
Хорошо.
nothing, I guess. I'm not entirely sure why that is rolled that way. Let's see what we have for dailies and things. And transferred, meh. Go to reserve 3 times, no thank you. Interchange PMCs left or with leg meta. Maybe, depends entirely on what my loadout would be for that. 5 PMCs, yeah, I could do that. Especially for 27,000 XP, you better believe I'm going to do that. And then these ones, I don't care. It would be nice to get done, but look, it's if we find it, we find it. So, as much as I want to bring one of these with me, because I have a bunch of them just lying around at this point, do I have anywhere to store them? No, I don't really think so. There we go. I need this. Okay. That would work. But I think it has to be on interchange, did it say, which... meh. 5 p.m., sure. You know, just in case, I will fetch this. Okay. We can always just insure it, so it doesn't matter too much. Somehow, not super expensive to insure them. So I started playing Armor of a Forger again recently, and let me tell you something. Oh my god. Playing on one of the servers where it's like Ukraine, like Modern War Ukraine with trenches and stuff. Go in, and I guess the night vision I had used was from a different mod than the standard night vision stuff, so it had its own separate amounts of keybinds. And let me tell you something. It was not a fun time because they didn't want to go on. It didn't work, and I didn't know about the keybinds until later. So it's pitch black, I'm in a trench. And I just hear these, like I see these tracers going overhead. And I know they're not friendly because they're shooting at my team, who are obviously standing beside me, and they can see everything that's going on. So I'm like, I peek up over the berm, and I just start shooting at the source of the tracers. And the guy beside me goes, "Hey, do you know you're shooting at a BTR?" And I said, "Oh, oh no." I said, "Nope, my night vision doesn't work. I'm just firing where I saw the tracers coming from." He goes, "Yeah, maybe stick down. We'll see what we can do about your night vision." So we found out it was from a different mod, and I just needed to go into the settings and play around with it. But I got it up and running. And then, spoiler alert, I was able to see things, and it turns out I was in fact shooting at BTR. And yeah, my bullets weren't going to do anything to him. So. Got in here. Was playing a bit more Dark Souls 2, and I don't know why, like my brain just can't comprehend the Forge Demon, right? Like my brain doesn't. It's the sword. There's something about hitting the sword, the sweep right at the end, that gets me killed. Because like, I guess it's the fire that kills me, and not the actual sword itself. So I need to figure that one out. I felt really bad because we did it like 2 or 3 attempts, and I just right near the end every single time I just could not do it. I have no idea what was going on or why my brain just couldn't wrap my head around it. So. So we're not all that far from the labyrinth, actually, now that I think about it. Hello. Right, basically we have this. And then I was thinking about doing Labyrinth tonight, but I'm pretty sure most people who would want to go to Labyrinth are probably busy tonight. So maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Right, definitely within the next couple days we're going to Labyrinth. So today just finish up Batya, do some fence stuff, like maybe some scav runs or what have you. I would probably try re-rolling his quest once to see how it goes. Plus, we can also work towards the AK-50. Because I've already done that mission, so... Was it stupid? Yes, but... Whatever. It's just rubles. Could be fun. Honestly, I know I heard it was, like, fun, but not that good. But I'm just saying, like, I want to give it a shot, man. Like, you know, just for giggles. So. Level 50 is going to be nice. Well, still decently bright out. Because those, the fence mission for the Epsilon container will push me over 4.0. And will give me access to Fence's line of quests. Which I can go take a look at that. Oh, I didn't even check to see where they were. Oh boy. For some weird reason, it sounds like everything is coming from all around me. Okay. I know it's not like, you know, meta ammo, but did not think it'd be that bad. Yeah. Ammo. I want the plate to replace my front plate. Hopefully his buddy has a backpack so I can facilitate that change. Of course not. But didn't move on here. Alright, good. I do take. I don't think I need to have this in my hand, but honestly, I can never be too careful. Oof. Well, that's 4 out of the 5 PMCs I need to drop. I mean, that's good, I guess. Got 60 rounders full of BT. Not bad, actually. Although I don't really want BT that much, so it's kind of like, meh. No, I don't. And, things. It sells for good. Don't run. The 2 might be worth something. Ammo you got in there, bud? I'm pretty sure that's the FMJ. Sorry, PS is what I meant to say. Oh, that's PS is good ammo. But I'm happy now to have a backpack. Yeah, that's the goons. So I'm gonna try to finish up over here and then get over to my tower. Don't get me wrong, the steel can be, repaired really well, but obviously that's something that happens outside of raid. So, yeah, I don't know why you just sort of stopped. Thing is, I don't think I need to be holding this while I cross the bridge, but I'm not sure, and I don't want to take a chance. Sure, take a bug. I like how they're all like usually really well hidden. That one is just sitting on the road behind not even behind a sandbag, just vaguely around a sandbag. Very funny. Now, realistically, I should go get the notes first. But I don't know, it's very tempting to loot first. I don't know why. I know I should have brought the radar key. Did I bring it? Stuck on the door. I wonder if you could get a red rebel from the cultist circle. Because I would like access to the TKPD. It would be fun. I do not care about the AUG. Every time I've used it, I've been extremely disappointed. Like, every single time. Both here and in Arena. Appearance. I do kind of wish that it showed you on the item, right? Like on the box what the stats were, because I don't fully remember what the stats for that are. Right? Like I know it's decent, but I don't remember the pen or anything, so it's just kind of like maybe it's good, maybe it's not good. I don't know. I thought that was honestly I kind of wishing it was one of the gauges. What is it? Oh, actually, that's good ammo as well. Through here. I don't know what feels like weird. I don't know if they did something and it just because the game feels funky. Like it feels like it's not running correctly. Did Nikita break the game again? Okay. There's one guy up there. The thing is, in this building, the fancy loot room upstairs is like, it's okay. Actually, this is worth, the price has definitely gone down, but it's still worth like 50-ish thousand rubles, so. Terrible. Oh, I wonder if this is worth anything still. Like, hopefully it's worth at least 500,000 rubles. Kind of nice. Not this one, I think it's the next. Oh, space. Okay. Beautiful. I mean, you know what? The more I'm looking at this, the more I do quite like the concept of just being able to show in 3D space a lot of the items that people may be carrying around or whatever, right? That's kind of cool. So, complete. Hey, then we just had the labyrinth left to do. So. Make our way out of here. Again, I feel like I keep doing that. You know what? We know one's over there, and we know the other guy's going to be somewhere in that set of rocks. But I haven't seen Zerachi in a while. I know theoretically where he should be. Or like, he should theoretically be in here somewhere. Oh, there's a claymore on the right there. There's a bunch of ammo out here. That's good to know. Actually, I will take some pap time. Yeah, see, like, hidden behind the car, and this one just sat there. Hidden under the wheels. Hidden in the corner. Hidden in the rubble, hidden behind there. Oh, there's probably one in and around there somewhere. What's up, Zig? How you doing? Bad as if I turn this. You know what? That's usable. I've been spending some more time over the weekend in like Helldivers. My god. That game is so good. I mean, there are moments in both Helldivers and Armor Reforger that are just absolute cinema. My god. We found out that the seamless co-op mod isn't ready for Dark Souls 2 yet, but it's done for Dark Souls 3 because we finished through Dark Souls 3 and somebody made it work. You know, there's one for Sekiro, there's one for Elden Ring, there's even one for Dark Souls 1, and I think somebody's might be working on it for Demon Souls. Like, could be wrong. In fact, the Dark Souls 2, the one that we're actively trying to play, doesn't have it working yet is so silly. It's almost like irony. In a weird sort of way. In here, morphine. just eat these just because I got plenty of them in my stash. So. Oh, I wonder if the coal is worth anything. I kind of doubt it. They're like crazy common. I mean, we got a lot of good ammo. I mean, also we completed the mission, like, you know, the story chapter. But the most important part to me, honestly, is the ammo.
Выход обнаружен. Уходим.
So I got the documents. Very cool. I wonder if I'm pretty sure at least one of those PMCs had to be over 50 meters. 2 of them, actually. And the other one, the first guy was close. I should have taken like half a step back. Honestly, now I think about it, the the thing might have been like the phone call thing might have been, hey, Keeper has his stuff ready for you. All right, just to let you know. Although I kind of wish it would have been like a message from him being like, hey, buddy, you know. Get one of those crafted. And turn it into bandages because I got plenty of vodka and the bandages would just be fun. Right, like we're down to level 39.5 crafting. So how much does this go for? Yeah, not very much. The shoe, probably not very much. Buy steel. Yeah. I'll just store them. Here, there, tab, red tips. For these, actually, you know what? That's pretty decent. So, you know, we're stocking up, prepping for our whenever we actually have to do the foray into Labyrinth. We will be ready. Yeah, it's only about 4. Metal parts. I don't need this on me. How much? The Meldonin goes for a good chunk. What does it do again? Strength, endurance. That's actually pretty decent. Take one of those off my person. I don't think I need these. How much do these go for? Oh, about 90,000. We do need to make some of our money back. So the sooner we get that up and running, the better. Relays. Okay. Oh, these are actually quite a lot. Thermometer doesn't go for very much. The motor might go for a bit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Vodka. Say, 39. Could sell pretty well. Pate, is that still going for a little bit? Oh, it's way down, yeah. You know what? I will make a quick profit off these. We're getting a little bit of our money back there. Put these in here. Now I do technically need to do another PMC raid. I'm not sure where I'm going to do it though, because I do need one more PMC takedown. Good. Reserve. The barrel on reserve. Let's cover. Not sure. Let me just double check the video I have. So we have the body done. So we have to go to woods and reserve for that. Oof, I don't feel like going to reserve in all fairness. Something is finished in here. There it is. It's how much for an ibuprofen? No, thank you. I'll wait. Oh, I don't need this on my person. And this weighs 1.4. I don't think that's going to be enough. We'd be okay. I don't need this person. Okay. Now if I take the backpack off, I'm still not quite light enough. I don't need the backpack. If we go to reserve, I need to head into the train buildings. I'm not looking forward to that. The plan is to try to grab the items I need, and then basically just skedaddle. The thing is, the train station, like not the train station specifically, but like the loading platforms, those are pretty contested. So God, it's those two. Okay. And I'm looking for in the two buildings, each one has a table with like a blue table with a blue, I think it's a drill press. I'm not entirely sure from the still image. It's a little awkward to see. So, and it's set for the BSG server, so I shouldn't get sent to me gone. Really? 215 or the 209? Because I don't think the 136 is considered a VPO. I think it's a VEPR. But I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I believe you, but I almost don't believe you, if that makes sense. Oh. Oh no. Where did it spawn me? Actually, this is not a bad spawn for what I need. Just need to remember which way is out. I think it's... Oh. Help me! Climb through the window, honestly. Not where I want to be at all. I need to get into these buildings. You know, if I find what I'm looking for, the happier I'll be. Not on here. Shoot. Oh, the other one is in a vice. In here somewhere in a vice. How's it going, friend? Welcome back. Hell is it? Oh. I need to get out of here. Pretty sure I'm not wearing a backpack.
Земляк, мы стрелять не хотим, мы так наблюдаем.
I do want it on public record. I never remember where these are open. Remember, kids, it's not ratting if you're just trying to get to, trying to move safely. You know what? No point being greedy. Just in case he's up there. My luck would be he's up there. This is reserve. I was just grabbing the AK-50 barrel. So. For the AK-50 mission. Then the next place I have to go to is on Woods, I think. I go to the old sawmill, looking for the handguard. But I got a daily complete, which is nice. So that's what, 25,000 XP. It was just, take out 5 PMC, so that's nice. Reserve has a lot of decent loot, but there's a lot of scavs, there's a lot of PMCs, and Glucar and his cronies are a fun. Well, when I say they're fun, I actually kind of like both being facetious, but also being like truth. Like, they're awkward, and well, it depends on where they can spawn so many different places around the map. They can basically spawn across the entire map, and some places are more awkward to fight them than others. So, what do we got in here? And these 6-hour things are trash, actually. Like, unironically, these are not good. Like, the PAB 9 is fine, I guess, but, like, meh. Right, what is... Oh, actually, that's not terrible. We're doing okay for stuff here. How much? These are probably not going for very much anymore. I didn't really think. And then the syringe. Me? How much does the syringe go for? 5,000. Let's put it up for like 22. Jaeger. That in 27,000 XP actually. And these parts are worth quite a bit. So. this is true, but like, I have some quest items, right, that I would like to get my hands on, but he does not want to give me them. It's been giving me random literal garbage. The past like 3 or 4 crafts have just been grenade launchers, or in that case, a box of Pab 9, an ophthalmoscope, and a syringe for a 6-hour craft. Like, this is probably going to give me more grenade launchers. I don't want grenade launchers. Okay, I would like, I don't know. What is the special offer thing? Which one is that one? Yeah, all I need is one of the goons' chest rigs. So I'm not gonna lie to you, Tagilla's a dingus. he is actually not too bad to fight. He's probably one of the easiest to cheese, because if you can get close enough to him, he will switch to his sledgehammer, and you can just sort of kite him around in circles while he still has a sledgehammer. So, oh, magic gun. Right. And then just keep laying into him. You will eventually get through his face shield. Each of these. These still go for, yeah, like 85. So we put them up for 79 now. Yes, it is like, it is a part of me that is like, I don't know, because I don't want to be like, oh, I'm running around like an idiot who's a coward, but at the same time, like, there is an extent of like, it's not worth risking this item for, you know, a potential of decent loot. Also, how's it going, Wrangler? How you doing? I honestly, are there any good crafts for weapon parts? I honestly couldn't tell you. Water, we're doing okay. Nothing in there. How close are we to getting? We're only 80-ish thousand away from level 50, which is nice. But now I have to go to Woods, my favorite. Yeah, I could probably count on one hand the number of times I've killed Tagilla this wipe. Not to his face. Literally, I think every single kill I've gotten from him has been through a headshot, in which either I shot him in the back of the head, which is obviously good, you know, because, you know, you don't have to go through the face, or I've just kept shooting him until I zeroed out his you know, his face mask, his welding plate, right? I do also think that my tendency is to basically, quote, slink around versus, you know, especially like if I'm doing a mission, right, versus anything else, it has to basically do about what map it's on. Like on Reserve, because Blue Cart can be literally anywhere. Like you could pop out of any vent or any window or any ceiling tile in the entire map, basically, right? That it's like, meh, it's not worth, you know, running around praying, essentially. No. I don't actually know the 2 PMCs I killed were over 50 meters away. I kind of don't care that much. Yeah, that there is obviously the problem where if he is close too quickly, he won't switch to hit. Like if he, especially if he opens up a door, he doesn't do the switch to the sledgehammer, right? But if you could peek, like if you could peek around the corner, and he sees you, he might shoot a little bit, but then if he gets close, he will switch to the sledgehammer, right? Especially like if you can get him to mag dump the wall or what have you, then he'll switch over, no problem. I could theoretically run to the sawmill. Question is, do I want to run? The answer is almost always no. It's really funny about this game because I feel like my reasons for some of my choices in this game are probably the same thing in real life. Like, yeah, technically I could, you know, walk to the old sawmill, but I'm too lazy to. I mean, technically the thing is I have everything I need for Labyrinth right now. Like, everything I need. But I don't want to go yet. I still have other stuff that I want to, like the AK-50. I'm not bringing it to Labyrinth. In no way, shape, or form would I bring it to Labyrinth. Even though it'd probably be really funny, and I've saw someone who brought a Mjolnir in there, which, I mean, like, I get why you would. But, like, there's other stuff I plan on bringing instead. Honestly, I'll take the wallet for the sake of the wallet, and I'll take the splint, because, splint's good. So, I saw the... It's probably the Sturm Grip sitting there, right? Sorry, Sturm Griff. But yes, I knew which one that was. It's fine. It's good for... Like, I think it only does... The worst part is I know I literally just saw, like, the stat on it. But I know that it only does either the recoil or the ergo. Like, it doesn't really do much else. But it does its job quite well, actually. Other than that, I'm going to say Oxy. It's weird to, like, where the emphasis on your name might be. But I'm assuming it's going to be Oxy Tender. In which case, how is Tarkov treating you so far? What's really funny is recently, right? Some friends have been playing some Battlefield 6, right? And it's like I've been meaning to join them, but at the same time, I just kind of, I don't know. The game is fine. I just can't really bring myself to play it, which sounds like it's bad, but it's not. It's just like it's okay. Again, kind of like the MCX, you know, scenario. It's good, but like you know what I mean? Like it's fine essentially, right? And the thing is, I used to play a lot of PvP games with them, and they're like, "Yo, why do you not play PvP with us anymore?" And the conversation was essentially the one from Rogue One when they find the guy when he's the farmer, right? Where it's like, you know, a man of your talents, farming, because it's a simple life, a peaceful life. Yeah, yeah. And also, the thing about PvP especially is if you have you don't even have to have like a bad PC, but if your PC is not quite as good as like the next guy, if the guy with the best PC in the like in the match happens to spawn near you and he knows your spawn, he can go over and check your spawn and wait for you to go in, and he'd kill you while you're spawning it. You just there's no counterplay to that. It's just you're dead. Right, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of stuff I do actually miss from PvP. Is it the fun fights and interactions? Yes. Yeah, any of those, but I don't know. I find, especially the further you get into the wipe, the more like fewer and further between that those become, to the point where they might as well not exist. Right? And I'm not necessarily saying, hey, I don't ever want to fight players. But like, most of the players at this point who are still hanging around are going to be either the sweats or the cheaters. So. Yep. Well, the thing is, a lot of the spawns, for the most part, like, they're not great, and they haven't been fully fixed, but they used to be much, much worse. Much worse. So. Right? Like, on Factory right now has a bunch of, like, different spawns, but it used to have 6 fixed spawns, and some of them don't even exist anymore because after their map rework, right? But it would literally be, and I wish I was joking, where if you went in with the 5-man, you each, sounded off where you spawned, you knew immediately where the 6th guy was, and you chased him down. And within about a minute and a half to 4 minutes, depending on how good the other player was, you'd have basically the entire map to yourself, save for the player scans that would funnel in occasionally. So. Every time you went into the factory, you were like, God, like, if you were playing solo, you're like, you were praying to the gods that you weren't the odd one out. Yeah. Right. And then when they introduced armored rigs, right? Imagine wearing a Zabralo armor, which is like a level, I think it's level 6. Like, at the time it was level 6 because there was no plate system. And then you would wear an AVS on top of that. So you'd weigh 3 billion pounds. But, like, they'd have to get through the AVS and then get through the Ford armor. It was nuts. Yep. Then, I don't know when they made this change. But the way max strength works is when you get the elite strength skill, means that any gun that's equipped either on the sling, in the holster, or on the back doesn't weigh anything. So if I had like let's say a PKP fully kitted, and it weighs like 40 kilos here, I'd be up to like 74.8 kilos. As soon as I put it on here or anywhere in here, I go down to 34.8 kilos. Right. But back in the day, it didn't used to work that way. It actually used to work that whatever you were wearing, like you had equipped, like if you had like a 45 kilo body armor, and you had max strength, the actual body armor didn't weigh anything, which was insane. So, am I looking? Ooh. This will work, but it doesn't work with the contacts on. I have to do this. What's the problem? Oh, because the thing is on there. Got it. Okay. The rail integration system. I think I took that off to put on my. There it is. There's AK-50. Now we can just finish up what we've got here and skedaddle. One of these is worth a decent chunk, I'm sure of it. The sausage, surprisingly decently cheap. So, and these, I have a bunch of them lying around. Yeah, this will go on my helmet. If you're curious about skills, if you give me 1 second to check in here, because there's probably nothing. Yeah. So at elite skill, your food and water give you 50% more food or water. Your negative effects your negative effects last for only half the time, and then you don't take any damage from exhaustion and dehydration. You still, this still goes down the same rate, right? But it's just when it hits 0, you don't take damage over time. So, that's good for something, I guess. Curious, I should be able to get at the northern roadblock, which is back there. I'm curious if there's anybody up in the village here, so I could try to plink them from up here. Take a look. There's usually 1 or 2 people. Taxis. Could take the taxi. It would chip away at what's his face's mission, Lightkeeper. We get to go to customs after this. You better get a bunch of XP for the AK-50 mission. I do like that they reached out to Brandon Herrera, though. Because Call of Duty basically took the AK-50, put it in one of their Call of Duties. I think it was Modern Warfare 2. Not the original or the remaster, but like the remake. And they basically made an AK-50 that was like partially 3D printed. A little funky. Yeah, Woods, Customs, Interchange, and Streets. Oh, I know exactly which room you were talking about. It's the one in the bank. Yeah, that room has nothing in it, right? It's always down that hall. It's always open. There's always that claymore. It's not worth going into. I don't even. I think the safe is locked. But yeah, that's that's that gets. Yeah, that'll get a couple people. The thing is, even people who know it, like I definitely know about it. But if I'm not paying attention, like if I wasn't paying attention, I have blown myself up in that room because I think I went in to go grab something quickly. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at chat. I walked into that room without even thinking. I blew myself up. So don't feel too bad. I know like the thing about the loot is obviously nice, but don't feel too bad about that whole sort of that whole thing. It does happen. Right. What do we get this up and running? Well, like if you remember the fake Claymore in the tutorial, who was it that was like I saw the clip of it. I think it was Jesse Chasm. Oh my god, I was in tears on the floor because of like his scream. Ah man, I think I had the clip somewhere. Holy cat, it is so good. Hang on. Where is it? Hang on. It's this one? Give me a second. Yep, it's the one. Yep. Come on, mod. What did I pay you for? There you go. Hopefully that should work. And that should lead you to the the clip of the claymore in the tutorial. It gets me every time. It is so good. Oh man. What do I need to do? Sell it? Maybe keep it. This is good, right? Like this goes for a good chunk of change. Yeah. Right, because people need it for the quest, for the gunsmith quest. Right, because you don't get access into it until after the gunsmith quest. So, this, from what I recall, is decent. Vodka. Oh, they're down to about 20-ish thousand a pop, so. This is right because it's better than the red, even the red splints, just because it's full. How much do these go for? 20,000 and about 20,000. Bag mat. And then for 46. I crafted some things here. And then we're going to grab some stuff and then head into customs and hope. I'm not going to lie to you. The flares are kind of funky. So even if you do it right, sometimes it doesn't work properly. I personally haven't experienced this, but I know for, oh, well, that too. It is kind of picky with how it chooses. Is that red? What is ready? It is very picky with how it chooses where to select from. So don't feel too bad. I know it does happen. It's like it's something the community does experience on the regular. So. Yeah, Ground Zero is kind of funky. Plus, like, I don't know. I find Ground Zero is just not worth going to in any capacity. What do I need? So I take this with me. And then I have the AK-50 barrel. Where do I put that barrel? Is it in here? Because I do need it. I know I crafted it. The problem is I just don't remember where I put it. Oh, it's not the, it's the body. Oh. Where the heck is this thing? There it is. Yeah, I need, how much does this weigh? Holy crap. 40 kilos. I need to get something lighter here. Right. Well, that has stuff in it. This probably also has stuff in it. It has empty mags. Anything in here? Yes, for the SVP. I'm almost tempted to just straight up buy another carrier because all the carriers I have stuff in them, on them. How much does this one weigh? That's heavy. These are heavy. That's also, wait, oh, there's no plates in here. No plates are in here. Level 6s, and these are kilo each. It's off to the side. There's some stuff in there. How much does this go for? Here. Here. I don't know, 55? Bandana probably doesn't go for very much because no one really cares. Six. Put that here, 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 here. I have some space for this. That's heavier. Really? So we have 19.3. Man. Versus 60. Really? That is so weird. All right. Color on me slightly confused. I don't need the paracord. That saves me a bit of weight. To make it worse, it doesn't full unlock at level 15. There are things that are like layer locked behind it. So sorry to kind of burst your bubble, but level 15 is not going to cut it, unfortunately. But this one would actually be lighter. This is carrying full stuff, and it is lighter than this is. You know what? That's fine. Customs. It is. It is. I'm not going to lie to you. It is very dumb. Here, whoops. It didn't used to always be that way. It used to be different. So, you know, it is basically, it's one of those things where it kind of is what it is. But like the thing is, it used to be like they're tiered, and it kind of makes sense to how the tiers work, even though it's still dumb, right? But Scar 17. What you can theoretically do is, if you hold on to it, if you find the lower, or it's called the X17, right? You can put it on your Scar, and then it changes the type of mags that it'll accept, right? So, because I do have a decent Mark 17, but I also have like stuff for the X17 as well, right? I think it is also slightly lighter as well, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because with the regular Scar, you can only have, I think it's the 20 or the 30 rounders potentially, but with the X17 lower, you get like 20s, 25s, 30s, and 50, like the 50 round drum. So actually pretty good for what I need. Actually, this is really good for what I need. What the hell? Did you see whatever, like, that guy was, he was moving. I know I'm looking for something in here. Here it is. What the hell? The heck? What was that guy? I want to know what that guy was using. That hurt. What is my surgery skill at this point? 14. Ow. I think it's a PMC. We saw mag. Quick. I'm pretty sure in order to quote fully unlock the where do I have to put this? To fully unlock the flea market, you have to get to like level 45 or something crazy. Right? Although to be fair, like once you get to like level 30, 98% of everything you'll ever need is there, so done. Let's go make a run to dorm, see if the car is there, so I can try to take that and also, you know, get an extra car use for Lightkeeper. And then afterwards, I think all I have left is interchange and streets, which I mean I'll do at some point. Then I have to go back to streets afterwards to go mark vehicles for what is it for Lightkeeper. But once I get that complete, that'll give me access to the advanced book. And after that book, his next quest gives you access to the other book, which is only good for like a single type craft, which is not even an amazing craft. It's like okay at best. I didn't bring any keys because, again, I'm not really here for the loot. So. Word of, I guess, kind of advice, but this will just help, you know, the game go a little bit smoother. When you're going into a raid, like before you go into the raid, decide why you're going into the raid. Are you either going to complete missions? Are you going to loot? Or are you going for, you know, for a fight? Of course, the car's not here. And I say this because, like, obviously you want to keep the focus or whatever. Like, if you're going to go fight or mission, like, you know, whatever, that's fine. Right? But if you're going to go for a mission, like the way I did for on reserve, where I was like, I'm going for this mission, and even here, like, I don't necessarily want to be in fights because, like, I'm here for the mission, I got the mission done, and then I'm just getting out so I can get, you know, the next mission up and running. Right? Or if you're going for loot, you know, obviously be ready for, like, for all cases, be ready for the other two, for, you know, just regardless of which one you pick. But just know that, actually, you know what I could do? This interchange or shoreline? Which one is this? Shoreline. What task is this? This is one of the early tasks, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, season the initiative. Sure, I'll do it, I guess. This is not the smart way to be doing this, but for some reason this is how I'm choosing to do this. I'm not sure why. Like, I did the AK mission, and that's what I care about. So, me just doing this is, I'm just, at this point, kind of being a little greedy, right? To try to also get another quest out of the way. Even though this is a very early on, like a very early quest, I have never gotten around to doing it until literally just now, so. But because technically speaking, I'm on a mission run that is technically allowed because the AK-50 mission is complete, right? So I just need to survive from here. And we're golden. So. Goons on Lighthouse. Okay, that's fair. I don't really plan on going to Lighthouse anytime soon. Shoreline has a vehicle extract, actually. You're right. I think it's always there. I might actually consider going there to also try to get a bit of extra fence for it while I'm at it. Right? Doubling up, you know, trying to double up and stuff on quests is nice to do, but if you're not like super familiar with how like, you know, the maps and the games and like trying to path them, I don't recommend trying to do it. Like, the mission setup requires you to wear a scav vest, the Ushanka, and get kills on PMC kills on customs with a shotgun, right? And, you know, Shooter Born in Heaven requires bolt action headshots on PMCs, in, like, you know, all the different maps. And the Tarkov shooter is bolt action, like iron sight kills and blah 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 blah. You can technically, because the MP18 counts as both a bolt action rifle and a shotgun, you can technically double up, triple up, quadruple up even on that, because you get Tarkov Shooter Part 1, Tarkov Shooter Part 2, setup, and the if you get headshots, the Shooter Born in Heaven. So you can get 4 quests done in like, or worked on at the same time if you kind of know what you're doing and min-maxing, but I don't recommend it if you don't know what you're doing. That's also true. Both, like, it's mostly like PvE, definitely, but PvP for sure. Don't peek the same angle that a lot of times. And the thing is, obviously, there's going to be times where you get stuck in a room. Say you're in customs, right? In the dorms, you're in an apartment, and you only got one way out. Like, you're kind of, it's very awkward, right? Because like, obviously, you only have like the one angle to push, right? So basically, if you're going to push, sometimes you have to push hard, right? Transits are a thing. They're not required for any mission for Kappa. There's a couple missions that require them for like the story and things. They're usually okay for like the quests that have them are kind of okay. There's not really a huge incentive to actually transit though. The only good thing about it is, so you know how my limb was black, right? So because I went on a transit, it heals it up to full, like it allows me to get full health again. So it's a way to kind of cheese the health system a little bit. Right? It is also not bad to do a scav transit actually, because I think each one counts as an extract for your scav rep. And there is technically a multiplier for every, you know, consecutive transit you complete, but it doesn't build up very quickly, or if at all, on PvE. And PvP it's fine, but like it's not worth doing. So, honestly, transits are an interesting concept that just don't, like, they didn't do very much with. Like, on paper, they sound cool, but when you actually try to do them, they're not that great. Oh, you're right. The road to vehicle, like, the road to north vehicle extract is, like, I know, I was told it's always there. But I actually never looked at it up on the extraction menu, so I never actually really thought about it. That was not clean at all on my end. However, I will. Happy to take. Those are PS rounds. I mean, fine. I guess I'll take them. Like it's just they're fine. Like 45 pen, 84 damage. No. Oh, this is kind of a niche thing, but there are a decent number of ammos that are visually similar to each other. For example, these PS rounds look almost identical to the SNB rounds, which are some of the best, like 7.62x54R bullets in the game. I think they might even be the best. And the only difference, I can't show you now, is they look almost exactly like this, but you see how the red on here is kind of like a lipstick smudge, right? Like it's on the casing and the projectile, right? On the SNB rounds, it is like painted only on the bullet, and it is much more defined. Like it's more of a matte. Like this is kind of like an overlaid gloss. I don't know how to explain it, like other than that. It'll be easier to show. So when I get out, I'll make sure to show. You can see what I mean, like how some things look some bullets look very similar, and it's having to know very, very, very specific details to visually see the difference, which are obviously like insane, and they're not a priority, but you will pick up that sort of stuff over time. So, sniper scav. I mean, he might not have spawned. I kind of doubt it. I know sprinting and like throwing the grenade is very good for getting a lot of extra distance, but honestly, from all the experiences that I've had in the past, where that would just previously drop the grenade on your feet, can't trust it anymore. I say anymore, I mean like at all, I guess is more appropriate. Secret extract rewards on offer. Oh, yeah. I know that that's a thing, and I'm pretty sure, like, can you go into the match with that equipped or no? That's what I've always wanted to test. I was curious to see, like, if it was, purposely designed that way so you could have, quote, a guaranteed, secret extract, essentially. Single rounds of ammunition, I've never heard about, but I definitely have seen the code words, like Voron, for example. Wow, good. I don't remember if that one's any good, but I'll probably eat this on the way there. Interesting. Oh, I mean, to be fair, I've seen that one a lot. Like, sometimes when I've gone to interchange, I've seen like 3 or 4 of them. So, I'm not too, you know, concerned about that one. Plus, I've only ever been into his hideout like once or twice. If I can find anything useful in here, maybe a little bit extra cheeky loot that is not matches. I will probably re-roll Fence's mission. Metal parts. I don't know. Did my metal parts sell? I think they did. I honestly can't remember. The gas analyzers might still go for a little bit. I know they went up in price a bit. If not, I can just turn them, you know, do their the craft and get a little bit of extra craft out of them. They aren't worth very much. They're everywhere, except for whenever you need them. Yeah, the man, I don't think it's worth very much. Sometimes you get a PMC or two that gets stuck in and around there. See anything? I don't know if you can open this. Probably. Oh. I'll take a book. Actually, that's like what, 50,000 rubles? I think. Yes, learning the tips is usually a good idea. But there are some that are kind of intricate and tricky to remember. Actually, I might even pick up the toilet paper, because you can craft the sausages with that if I'm not mistaken. The hose might still be worth a little bit. I'm going to take this for the sausage craft. And we're going to go pay for the exit here. Oh. Yeah, this one doesn't count, actually. Never mind. I mean, honestly, it would have been nice to get this as well, but the fact that it is a, you know, some extra fence rep is nice. So, Where am I at on the labyrinth? Yeah, so just labyrinth is left. I have to go in there, right? And there's a bunch of orders and stuff I have to get while I'm in there. So. They were not even. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really care that much. The reliable access to the ASVAL mod 4 is like, you know, it's not a requirement. I think my problem last time was just I didn't have a map available to look at while I was on Labyrinth. So, like, I was trying to figure out, I was like, you know, first time in, dealt with the bosses, not sure where I'm at. The only other person I went with who has a vague idea of how it works died. right? You know, it was the perfect storm essentially. How much does this one go for again? 20,000, not worth it. PS rounds. Oh god. No, Herbert. And SNB versus the here. Okay, so these two rounds have pretty different pen stats, but I mean they look pretty similar. The only difference is this is a very clearly defined red line on the actual projectile. This one has a smudged red line on the projectile and the casing. So yeah. Like that's some bullets are like it's I feel really stupid right now because I know there's a term in nature for that with the morphism. What do you call it? Like basically the mimicry, right? So these, do I want to keep this one? Oh, good. Those did get sold eventually. Uh, 35. Okay. To about 42, let's say. The Xeno, we'll put it about the same. The hose. This one could go either way. Oh, you know what? That's actually not horrendous. And then 39 versus. Oh, you know what? It's a little bit of a profit. So it's like, don't get me wrong, it's not amazing profit, but it is a profit nonetheless. So mechanic hobby club gives us access to these things. And a fair price. And season the initiative. Like you only get actually $700 is not horrendous. No. Do it in a second. I kind of don't want the helmet. I have a bunch of Caymans. I have access to the Cayman, as well as, you know, different Caymans. So can I sell it for US? Yeah, I'd sooner take the 190. Hello. Look at that. That's a sexy beat there. Oh, 15 rounds is the limit for a stack? Okay. Color me mildly confused. But also vaguely impressed. So how can you mod this thing out of curiosity? Okay, you can put like different stocks on it. Holy recoil. Honestly, you know what? The ergonomics not as bad as I was expecting. Here, let's chuck the M-bus on. Extra ergo from it. Let's put, just for giggle. Start 2. One barrel. Oh, you can put the charging handle. That's so good. But only that one charging handle, which is funny. Dresser. Interesting. Okay. Specifically the AK-50 from Brendan Herrera. But yes. It is an absolute pain to get. You have to hand in 50,000 euros to skier. Like, there's a what do you actually have to do to get this? Let me double check for you because I'm curious. It's going to be locked behind other quests. I'm almost sure of it. Hobby club. Honestly, no. Oh, you have to be level 44 to start the quest. So you have to find the barrel, you have to find the dust cover, and you like. There's also the body and all the stuff, right? So, in order to do it, you have to craft the barrel, which is a workbench level 3 specifically, and it's something like a 25-hour craft. The AK-50 handguard, which you get for fair price, which is 50,000 euros. And then the barrel you have to find on, I believe, reserve, and the dust cover is found somewhere else. Right? Where's the dust cover? The dust cover we just picked up on customs. Then you have to go stash them. And then you get access to this finally. And apparently it's like it's okay, basically, was my understanding. You can only put flashlights on there, so. I mean, technically, you can also put other stuff. What is this? I put this one on here. Interesting. You can't put the. Okay. You put it on this. I kind of doubt it. You can basically put the one bipod on there. That's it. So 21. Basically the best you can get here. I guess if you took this off, you okay. 22 ergo. 499 vertical recoil, 930 horizontal recoil. I want to put this together. I want to give this a shot in the hideout. I need to know, after all this work and all this effort, how is it? Let's go find out. I would, however, I'm not sure what volume you guys have this at. I've never fired this, so I don't know. This could be loud as heck. So, obviously, we know what that sounds like. But let's take a look at this sexy beast, shall we? It looks good. Oh my god. I have, what, like level 35, level 36 strength? Look how fast my arm stamina goes down. The sounds are great though. Oh. Hang on. Targets, please. What are you? You know what? Not horrendous. I wouldn't not want to be that guy. I wonder if we put a bipod on this thing, if it'd be any good. Like, basically just to lean it up against the. I'm just curious to see, like, if we put it up against the table. Right? Hang on. Put the bipod up. Can I use the bipod? Oh, okay. You know what? The bipod is actually helpful, unironically. I wonder what the mastery is required for this thing. Let's go. We're gonna go hunt Killa. Let's put this on the wall. This definitely deserves a place on the wall. It is massive, though. That is huge. That's the same size as that M16 is the same size as is even funnier to me. Does that look like a bun? Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah, when I had to go hunting for him, He like tried to barrel stuff me, and I ended up absolutely zeroing out his his face shield. So, I honestly don't find fighting him is too bad when you can get him up close. It's my problems with him tend to be whenever he's further away. That's when I tend to have a lot of issues dealing with him. So, go sell this. We're up to 393 already. If you have access to ref, right? He will buy guns, ammo, and parts. Like especially guns and ammo, he'll pay the most for them. Right. So if you're trying to get money, you don't necessarily care about, getting money from the vendors, right? Like let's say if you're beyond, you're beyond caring about what the vendors have, right? Like you spend all the money you need to with them, and you're just looking for money, straight money. Just sell what you can to ref. If you have access to him. If not, then kind of it is what it is, basically. The gas analyzer gives you 2 PCBs, so yeah, like I said, I have crafts here that I basically use as a palette cleanser. Oh, that's like 30,000 rubles cheaper. Which I know, man, that's a lot of rubles, but at the same time, if I wanted to buy 4 Propitol, that's what, 140-ish thousand rubles, so. I kind of don't even want these. What is, oh, the scab box. I'm sort of bouncing all over the place here, but, we'll get there eventually. Hey. I wonder if the hexagon is still worth anything. This one is actually the good one, unironically. The Ash 12 is a lot of fun. If you ever get a chance to use it, or however, I don't know how you would achieve, but if you find one, and you get like the PS12B rounds, or even most of the other rounds will do it, but you take down Tequila pretty quickly. You're limited to 10 and 20 round mags, but like if you take him down, like he's done for. Done, I tell you. He is gone. Take a look at the fan. Let's replace this one for how much? 150. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I'll do 3 factory reads for some more fence rep. Don't mind if I do. Go to factory. I'm trying to get both level 50 and also 4.0 with him, because at level 50 you get a quest to hand in the Epsilon container for you get something like 1.6 million rubles, plus a little bit of other stuff and some XP, obviously. But you get a 1.1 standing with fence, which is huge for fence. Right? But once you get above 4.0 with him, he has a bunch of quests that he can give you that can give anywhere between 0.02 and 0.06 standing with him, which is also huge, right? Because you need to have fence rep 4 for the one of the endings that requires it, and then having 6 rep is just good in general, because basically the only people you have to worry about fighting would be raiders. The bosses don't shoot you, the scavs don't shoot you. Apparently the PMCs don't shoot you. This is what I've seen / heard. Like, if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. But it does mean you can get some really insane scav runs, because you're basically free to grab whatever you want. Unless you go to reserve. Or if you end up on labs, which is technically possible on a scav run. Like if you spawn in with a labs access card and you do the transit to labs, or if you find a labs card and you transit the labs, like those are technically both valid things to do. I wouldn't personally recommend them unless you actually have some decent gear to make happen, but it's kind of like, but why though? I'm not looking forward to the Labyrinth quest. The worst part is I have to do it for the ticket. Well, I mean, I don't have to do it for the ticket, but I have to do it for the flowchart, right? Like for the good ending, right? So, and my plan is to get them all done before I start doing the ticket. So the goal here is to basically be a little baby man. I'm not even joking.
Подмогните, пацаны! Девка ёбаная! Гнида.
Whoa! Ouch. Well, that didn't go as intended.
Подмогните, пацаны!
Whoa. I thought he was. I don't think he was wearing anything on his face. If anybody has a second to go check that. Because that could basically take this guy down. Oh. True. Actually, that's a really good point. That'll work. Please have a grenade in here. That'll work. That'll also work. These will work. Get him. Think. I see you. No, you. Guys, I think there might have been a jam. I could be wrong. This is like one of the most awkward ways to do this. Got him. Hope this wasn't me who did this. Now they show up. Oh, no wonder why it took 3 million rounds to take this guy down. Duh. Got level 6 plates. I'm surprised I actually won that.
Парни, тут наших валят!
Here, you can have whatever you want, bud. Let's get out of here. I have no idea. How did I kill him? I shotgunned him, well, obviously, but like, where did I hit him? That should be quite a bit of XP, actually. Or standing. Just remind me, after we deal here with the transfer, to look at the page that shows. I mean, like, to be fair, I could just check the standing, but it would be nice to see. I got both of them, actually. Color me impressed. Here. You know what, just check these in here. That way up the top. Then here for. How do I have this? Leave. This is a. Sell. These. Boom. 0.05 is pretty good. Oh, so the first one he wants you to do is get standing level 5.0, with that first one. It gives you 0.2. It's not even, you don't even get a whole lot of good stuff from that actually. But I mean, like, if I can do that, and then I could hit level 50, I could get a bunch of like scav rep in one go, basically. So, teabag, don't care. Should, you know, sell that first. Now, sell these. What's in here? I do actually want the filters, and I do unironically want the syringe. Cola, I kind of don't really care. This is probably not good ammo anyway. Don't sell that, turn that one in. Take that with me, I guess. Yeah, I didn't think it was good ammo. It's in here. Okay. Get some free repair skill out of this. Plus, they become worth more, so, you know, that's also really... Oof. That Thor is actually really good. I didn't see what type of plates it is, though. I know they're level 6s, but I don't know what kind of level 6s they are, basically. That was a pretty decent run, if I do say so myself. Got a good chunk of cash from that. What are these made of? Do combined materials repair well? I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. The actual Thor itself is kind of meh at best. These. I have any not great looking level 6, like ones that are like really damaged, that I'm willing to swap these out. I mean, they're usually level 5s. Is Titan good? Like, does that repair well? I don't know. Made of ceramic. I could probably honestly take these out of here. Yeah, ceramic does repairs very poorly. So, these are also ceramic, and they're only level 5s. Oh, sorry, not all of them are level 5s. That's steel. 6 ceramics. Bleh. I don't know. It's awkward trying to remember all the actual like good stuff from it. Let's see. 140. Can I even sell that? You can't. Titan is okay. Okay, that's what I kind of figured. These are really actually that good. I know that. I'm gonna sell these ones because they're in crappy condition. How much are these worth? Not very much. But these plates are good, actually. The level 6 side plates. Do I keep them? I'm really not sure. I'm selling this. I don't want this. I have like a bunch of good actual armor. And that is surprisingly common on PMCs. I don't know. Do you think these are worth keeping? Are the Titans worth keeping? Like, I don't know. Honestly, I could probably chuck them in the random gear. Although I probably would forget about them. But I mean, like, hey. This is really starting to go down. $3.98. I honestly don't think it's worth doing this. How much skill or do I have left? 45,000. Any like easy tasks to do? Oh, we're somehow already down to 7 of those, so we're down to 13 left. I need this. If I could get this, I don't remember which goon that comes from. I would assume this is Bird Eye. That makes the most sense to me. Well, no, hang on. No, that would be Bird Eye. Pretty sure that's Night, which means this would have to be Big Pipe. Right? It's these two. I'm not entirely sure who is which one. This one for sure is Bird Eye. Alright, if I can get, that's 85,000 XP just for free, basically. How long does it take? Another minute. And he's got like some decent stuff on him. Yeah. If I had one, I think I do actually have one. Oh, I don't have this one. It's not this one, it's the other one. Yeah. So I need one of those, but I really don't feel like going hunting for him. I would sooner wait for the 6 hours to finish and just keep hitting the thing. Or if I somehow manage to stumble into like them dead by some mystical miracle, you know? Oh, 30 seconds, okay. You know, the more I think about this, I'm pretty sure this site is probably not the best to be using for it, purely because it's like it's not going to be effective to that range. I mean, I'd almost want to, not the SRO per se, but like something, maybe this. Not there. Why do you do this? You do this. I don't want this. I really don't. I'm gonna sell this. How much do you think that goes for? There you go. I'll take the 97,000 rubles instead. Yep, we're good to go to factory again. What do we think we have this time? Undoubtedly, we probably have hollow points. Oh, we have some armor this time. Yeah, I think those are hollows, actually. They could be soft points. I'm not sure. I've never really concerned myself too much with the ammo of the pores. No, it's just, you know, once you learn more about all the other stuff and you're looking, you know what to look for, you sort of forget what the crappy stuff is, other than, yeah, that's not what I'm looking for, so therefore it's not good. You know what I mean? It gets filed into the shortcut of it's not X, so who cares? But I'm decently sure it's hollow points, like probably at 75%. Because you never get decent ammo for these guns, right? Usually you get like, you know, buckshot. Usually it's a cheap buckshot. Or it's the hollow points. Occasionally you get the soft points. I think the soft points look a little. This could be FMJ, maybe. No, FMJ looks like yellowy. Honestly, I'm not sure. We'd have to find out when we get in. Also, I didn't even. Oh no, this for sure is an AKMS. Yeah. To make sure it's not the AKMNS, but it's an AKMS. So because it has the stock, so it's an AK. It's an AKM because it has the 760x39. It's AKMS because it has the stock, but it's not the AKMNS because it has 760x39. It has a stock, but it doesn't have anything on the left side of the receiver. Boom. But I don't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday, so, you know. My brain holds very strange things. Yeah, hollow points. And I get a tiny bit of armor.
Подмогните!
Yeah, level 25 on the flea. I still don't get why this box is the other way.
Lay down your weapons and give up!
Подмогните!
А, подмагните!
Locals arrive.
Oh, for sure.
Goddamn Ruskies.
Where's his meds?
We have casualties.
Пацаны, я на нуле, PTZN!
Close this door real quick. Who do we think won? Sounds like scavs. Yeah, scavs won. I'd hope so, considering I did the work. 5.7. No idea, but you know what? It's free money. So let's go up to the roof. Get out of here, or the the office. Loot the safe and get out of here. Remember, you get a lot of fence rep if you help out scavs who have been shot at by PMCs or killed by PMCs. So, boom. That should actually push us up above 4.0. It got kind of dicey there, but we figured it out. I mean, to be fair, it also got dicey previously because we had a shotgun and they were really far away. They were close enough, but they were just tanking shots. They just didn't want to go down. I mean, to be fair, they're hollow points. It's not going to do that much. Like, it'll do decent damage, but it's not going to pan through the armor. Like, it'll do the blunt damage, which I honestly don't even know what the blunt damage is. So, oh, we did get the first guy by accident. So. Yes, I am aware of that quest. I am actively looking forward to it. Because it gives you quest, like, if you combine that with the level 50 quest, right? Where you hand in the Epsilon container, that immediately chucks you over level 5, which then gives you, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can compound that really quickly. So, I think this one is actually good. And I think this one is the one that they need for the specific mission. The Defiance doesn't go for that much. I took the guns because they should repair and sell for a chunk. So. The kite I wanted. The pineapple juice I kind of don't really care about. These are probably going to get sold for sure. Orange tips are yucky. And I know how that sounds, but like it literally is the truth. Sell meat. Horse doesn't go for much. This might go for a little bit. That's it here for sure. It's gonna go in here. This and this. I don't want the contacts in all fairness because I don't need them. I have too many contacts and I'm not sure what to do with them. So. Yeah, 0.7, that's definitely putting us up over 4.0, which is great for the ticket. Fence quests, they also give you XP, right? Because that could also help push us towards 50. So keep in mind, we started, I think it was what, like 3.93 or something like that. Like we might have even been a little lower actually at the start of the stream. So we're like going full steam ahead here. So we're at 4.05. So we're going to accept this quest, which is not too bad. Okay. You get a little bit of XP from this, and I get no XP from here, but that's fine. In here. Way down here. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these ones are required for the mission. I'll put both for like, I don't know, 21. Chuck them on there. I think it's these ones specifically. I could be wrong. So these probably don't go for very much. Yeah, 20,000. These are stupid cheap. The chainlet, yeah, I didn't think so. The pineapple juice is actually not horrendous. I would imagine the shovel doesn't go for very much. Yeah, like 1,000. So how much does Jaeger pay for it? Is it 5,000 for this? Not worth that one. Somehow these are actually worth actually a little bit of money for some reason. I really don't understand why. Maybe it's for a craft and I don't know. Cotton beanie. Sure. Make a little bit of profit on that one. And just bam, 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 bam. That's a pretty good raid in my opinion as a scab raid. Not to mention, there's also the backpack with stuff in it. Right. Eggs, don't care. Metal plates. Actually, these are good plates. They repair really well, actually. They're the magic plastic plates. Plus, we made magic plates. Both of them are magic. Interesting. This one somehow didn't get hit. Is it worth anything? They're not bad, but how much is it worth to Ragman? Oh, he doesn't buy because it has this on it. Not the same. 40 versus not the same. This is really only 43,000? I mean, I guess. The mechanism 34 versus. Yeah, we could probably put this up for like 53. The mechanism is decently popular, right? So. Let's go finish. Well, that's not done for another almost 2 minutes. We'll see what we can get done, but our priority is getting out just so we can get the daily done. And then we're going to see what we can do to try to get the thousands we need for level 50. I'm not sure. What would be a great way to get XP? Like cheap XP. I mean, technically doing streets runs would work, sort of. But like, meh. I can craft this. Is it worth it? You know what? Sure, I'll craft one. Boss runs with guards. Yeah, I mean, technically. Question is, who do I want to run down, essentially? Any good? Not really. Not sure if the other stuff I have on there is going to sell or not. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Good car, both the streets bosses. I mean, yeah, I guess streets not a bad idea. I have water. Do I have an MRE lying around? I don't. Can I craft one? Out of curiosity. I should be able to. I think there is a craft for it. Yeah. What is it? How long does it take? Oh, 28 minutes. That's nothing. Okay. There's not a way to make any teas there. Anybody want to go on any tea runs? Screw. Do I have any? I mean, I could potentially do that. If that's the weekly, that'll be a lot of XP. Can this go in here? No, that's not a bad idea, actually. No, do one more factory run as a scav, get that daily done, and then activate the weekly and try to work for that. It'd be a decent idea, I think. I mean, to be fair, I'd probably get over level 50 just trying to get it done. Grenade, manage. I've never actually seen a Sega 9 with this handguard on there before, with the charging handle. So, interesting. I would love to see one of these work in real life. Just because I'm so curious about that, like how it actually functions. What ammo is this? It's me. Ugh. First thing we do is drop the helmet. I'd like to be able to hear things. So, customs is not bad. Looking for Rashala, actually. Streets is also not a bad idea. Because then if there's taxi exits available on streets, that's also really nice. Hmm. Technically, I mean, I know they nerfed it, but I'm pretty sure Labyrinth runs get you a good chunk of XP. I mean, you know, if I was really desperate, I could potentially go for that. The thing is, my goal here is just basically survive, right? Like, the fights are whatever. Probably start looking for the nuts while I'm here.
Подмагните! Подмагните!
There's a PMC like right here.
Подмагните! Подмагните! Бандит прямо! Подмагните! Служивый! Наша точка! Чужие прямо!
Um, I'll be mildly confused. Maybe I should change it. Color me slightly confused. Get the grenades with me. For, you know, grenade purposes. Chunk of cash from there.
Сука, ёбнули нашего!
I mean, if you really think about it, what is the help button other than, you know, fetch me their souls?
Ага. Ну что, неплохой день, господа.
Then we'll get out of here. I mean, all things considered, that went pretty well, actually. Now, I'm pretty sure the scav response is entirely dependent on your scav. Like, your friend swap really does change how far away they'll respond to you. Egg. Some rubles. You know what? I do have a wallet. You're absolutely right. I don't know why I wasn't using it. Do the jackets have nuts and bolts? It's been so long. I don't remember. It would definitely be worth going to reserve to. I'm sure they have plenty of nuts. Or bolt. I think I need screw nuts. So not bolt. The other one. There's no way to craft them, is there? I don't know why I'm asking. I'm almost like 100% sure the answer to that is no. Oh, I don't know where this goes though. Not that it matters. I got to exit it. That is the events daily complete. Is there any benefit of having Scaver up 6 for your PMC? Like, does the PMC have any benefit for that or no? Like, I think there is. I just don't remember what it is. Sell. Anything that's basically just immediately sell is immediately up there. How are we doing for grenades? Oh, we're almost topped up. Back to here. This will keep, I think. Money, the euros. It honestly doesn't sell for that much. These are just that. A wallet, me. All this stuff here though. This will get a repair and a sell. And with this, I really don't care about it. Helmet and all that stuff. Eh. 4 plates. I actually don't mind how this looks, but I don't really care about it either. These are actually like crazy common. Although how are the actual soft points are not bad. You know what? If anything, sell the plates. I don't know where to put it though. I'll figure it out. There. Uh, 0.07, that's pretty good. Plus the daily, obviously. I almost need another thick case, actually. Start playing more arena. I haven't played in quite a while. You know, get some dailies done and such. Right, because I need what, like 500 GP coin or something stupid like that. So egg. A little bit of a profit. So. Ragman. Do I want this? Honestly, not really. Okay. It's because the actual piece of kit is good that I'm really interested in that. There's a slot for this M60 on my wall. Yep, can be. Go. Oh, hang on. Here. Me. whatever. Well, eh. There you go. Turn in that fence quest. The saline solution is actually really nice. It's just good. The Euros is nice too. Saline. I don't know. I don't think these are worth that much. Eh. Alls might be a little bit. Okay, not much. What? Where would be a good place for the pressure gauges? Because I think I've got 3. Let me double check. I've got 3, and I need 2 more of them. Got 5 days. Yeah, you know what? We can make this happen. 0.52 aim drill. That's nuts. And you get. Hang on a second. This is the key for one of the spawns in Labyrinth. That's a lot of money, actually. Holy crap. It would have. I guess we're doing a customs run? Yeah. Customs. Anybody want to go to customs? Actually, you know what? Hang on. I have enough. Never mind. I have enough time for one run because I do actually have to be up early for tomorrow. I just remembered. I have to pick somebody up from somewhere. I mean, it's like early, but not crazy early. But I'd rather be ready to go, you know, to pick them up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it was at 10:30, and it's like, even if it was like 10 minutes away, I'd still rather be like, you know, up at say 9:45, and then you know, make sure everything right, and like leave around 10:10, like, you know, 10:10 ish. Make sure I get there a little early and like ready just in case. You know how it would be. Then we can try to do a dorms run, see if the vehicle is there. This is actually not a bad place to spawn, unironically. It's not a great place, but it's not a bad place either. If I was smart, I actually probably might have even brought a second nuts and bolts container. I mean, to be fair, it's putting a lot of eggs in one basket. But... it's not like they're crazy eggs or anything. So. That was literally the worst way I could have done that. I have genuinely no clue why I decided to take that route to do this. That was so stupid. Ooh. please. Man sitting on 20,000 rubles in his pocket. The thing is, we say like, oh, 20,000 rubles, but realistically, how much is 20,000 rubles? Like, in US dollars, how much is that? Pretty sure the Ollie office key's not even that good. Like, maybe 20 bucks? But, I mean, like, let's say we're being extremely generous here. It was $50 US. Like, 50 US dollars is not a huge amount of money to be carrying. Really? I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I mean... color me actually surprised. I'm not gonna lie, like... Excuse me?
Oh shit, spot is down.
I've never had PMCs come over here before. That was weird. Ammo you got in there, bud? Yes, please. You know what? I honestly don't really care about the PS rounds that much. The AFACs are actually worth more, in my opinion. It is kind of funny how we have like this internal weight system, eh? That's pretty funny to me. But not like in a haha funny way. It's just how our brain works is so interesting. You know, in another life, I so I became a psychologist. I mean, in another life, I also became a historian. In another life, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that have been just interesting to me in my travels, and like, you know, when I was going to school and stuff, where it's like, you know, if I had to switch, I wouldn't be upset if I switched to, you know, X or whatever. Egg. But a bunch of SP6 is nice. That work? No, because it wouldn't work with the mod for it. I think with the PSO scope would have been nice. Interesting. Interesting. You know what? That is true. I know that, you know, the dollar has fluctuated a little bit recently. And obviously, for obvious reasons, the ruble has as well. Right. What did this... Oh, this guy had the... One of my friends who streams every so often, I remember he was asking, like, you know, when you stream, what do you talk about? I said, like, obviously, you know, whatever you're doing in the game, if you know you can. Like if I'm playing chess, obviously that works. But if I'm playing like Call of Duty, I don't need to. There's so many thoughts going on at the same time. You know what I mean? Because what if somebody asks about politics or whatever? I'm like, well, I said technically it's up to you how you want to handle that. But I find, in my opinion, the best way to do it is just sort of be like, you know, it is what it is, kind of. That just leave it at that, essentially. You know. Like I didn't major in politics. I don't know enough about it to comment on it in any meaningful capacity. Anything I'd be saying would just be like, you know, uninformed stuff. So. But there's that MRE. Yeah. It's like I have an opinion on it. I'm not going to share it, but I have one. Can someone like take a clip of this? Wrangler, are you here? It actually exists. Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. I've been looking I don't know how many dozens of times I've gone into that room because Wrangler once told me you can get a roller in there sometimes on the wrist. That's the first time I've ever seen it. I just wanted to have actual proof somewhere that, hey, I believe it or not, it does exist in there. I knew Wrangler wasn't lying, but it's just I had never seen it. So, you know, color me actually impressed. Scav there. I don't know, actually. That might be a crane. Yeah, the thing is, even if I brought my keys, the keys wouldn't help for finding nuts and bolts. I mean, even if I don't find all the nuts I need, right, and the pressure gauges, even though I would like to, the plan for tomorrow, at the very least, is to go to Labyrinth. That would be nice. think I got him that second shot, I'm not sure. Know if it's worth going in here to check for. Like, I don't think there's a lot of toolbox spawns in here. Check around the fortress. Although I do need to also start keeping my eye on dorms potentially. Although to be fair, dorms is kind of meh. Like, I don't care the insane amount about dorms.
Куда он зашкерился, а?
Yeah, it's more than likely up here.
Вон он, вон!
Interesting. Interesting. Can I get out from here? Oh, didn't think so. Go check the giving tree. Scav might be a little bit. Actually, I might need them now that I really think about this. Don't die, of course. Should grab the SVD. Should have really thought about that. Up around here. Yeah, over there. Sounded like there was somebody.
Кепка ёбаная!
Oh! I'm the boss. Sniper scav.
Куда он проебался-то? Ниндзя ебаный!
Whoa. Okay. Just in case. At the very least, a bunch of XP.
Нет никого!
Of course, he's got the Uzi. Got it. Surprise, surprise, an empty wallet. Here's the Rashala key. Yeah. Anyway, that was far from flawless. That was pretty sloppy. All medical crates, because of course they are. Swap over to this. Optics sucks. I came up here for tool crates. Most of them were med crates. Boss was here, so I mean, like, you know, I guess that's cool. There are some crates down there, though. Like, it's not a complete loss. It was definitely worth doing, but it was a fight the entire time. 11 minutes. Tea. I need more of those. If I can get, I think, what is it, like 3 more? Basically, I have everything I need for that daily quest. It's actually kind of insane. Okay. 9,000 rubles. And a car battery. My guy is so thick right now. Where's everybody with the nuts and bolts? It's the Tarkov curse. They know you want it, so they go, yeah, got it. You're not getting it. They know. Yes, I know there's another room. I want to check Rashala's hideout. Also, I think it was Dead Flames that he couldn't find the Rashala key on Rashala. Honestly, same. That's the first time I've ever found it on this person. Of course. All these technical crates are empty. I'll take a power filter. Somebody on the other side of this wall, of course. Yep. If you're curious, I just opened this to literally nothing. There was nothing on the floor. Oh, hang on. There's a green battery on the seat. I stand corrected. Augustin is good. I'll always use more of those. Cowboy hat. Actually, I think they still sell a little bit, but I'm not sure. You know, I've never seen this light off. Like, it's almost always been an option, which is kind of nutty when you think about it. You got a single nut. Oh my god. Was it one iced tea or 4 iced teas? If it was one, I'm not going to bother. Or if it was one, it's fine. If it was 4, I'm not going to bother either. That's the order I meant for that one. 16,000 XP, don't mind if I do. I'm gonna make a note. Okay. Boop. pressure gauges and 14 nuts. The question is, do you think I'll get the 86 all the XP first, or do you think I'll get the weekly done? Car battery's nice. Ooh, that is nice. Green battery's fine. Helix, I think this sells for a chunk. This I don't care. This is actually nice to have. Sugar is fine. Preston is nice. Sell these. Honestly, probably just sell this. Not even worth repairing. Don't really need that. How much is that going for? Oh my god, you're right. Oh, it's that song that has the thing at the end. Syringe. This is good. The RAM is great. The roller is extra money. Put this over here. Egg. Ammo and stuff, I don't care. Sell for anything meaningful? Not really. This, just in case that fence quest. What percent? Oh my lord. So this thing is just going to basically jam off the rip, essentially, is what's going to happen. Let's go check the daily for it. Yeah, I needed 4. Not a chance in hell. Weekly. Oh, I don't know why it was 15. I need like 16 of them. Okay. The aim drills is really funny to me. Here is like half a skill. Oh, thank you. I might actually... No. I was like, maybe I'll sit on the beverage. Maybe not. Sell these. Roller. Perhaps. Like, I don't know, 52. That's not horrendous, I think. I'm not really sure, actually. Why did I buy so many eggs? These are going for like, yeah, good money. I think the Helix are still going for... True. Oh, absolutely. Bingo. It was a lot of money, but I mean, heck, it did give me a profit, even if it is stupid. SAS drives going for a good chunk. I feel like this doesn't go for very much. Yeah, I really didn't think so. Like I said, it's only money. We'll get it back pretty quickly. What's still going on here? The backpack, yeah, I really didn't think the backpack would sell. Like, it's decently common, but I kind of feel like most people aren't going to buy it that much. Oh, the moonshine. Cool. The water collector's almost done its thing. Well, what do I want to make here? Not much, in all fairness. Injectors. Actually, you know what? I would not say no to one of these. 31,000. And then, yeah, I'll get one of these up and running. Nice. Oh, it's 2 MREs actually. So for sure there's no graphs for screws, right? It'd be stupid, but it also like kind of makes sense. Like surely there would be nuts and bolts from some of these things. You'd think. You would think. Okay, 95,000 rubles for what? How much are these going for? Oof. $20,000. Chuck that in one of these. I have too many of those. Too much food. Excuse me, how much? Sure. Buy all of them under like 25,000, I think. So dumb. But I do wish there was like a, you know, sell similar or select similar. But I mean, hey, that's profit. Oops. Should have the capacity to make sausages. Oh, ew. I mean, technically, I do this to then make the sausage later, and I mean, how are we doing skill-wise here? Almost level 36 strength, by the way, and we're over level 40 crafting. They should, but also don't do that, so I can take more of your money. Do I have, hang on, do I have everything? I'm not listening to Bowser anymore. I might do more trades for the labyrinth key card. I have a few, right? That's what I need the black key card. Because I think you need something for the ticket. You need to get into the office, into the safe, and I only have a single use for that. That's what I was trying to remember. I feel dumb now. Labyrinth cards? Not that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure it's one at a time. Use cannot be listed. Can't be discard. I can't even discard it anyway. But you can carry more than one apparently. No. I'm hoping that this can give me some screws. Oh, the black key card? Maybe I only had the one. So no, you know what? You probably can't, because you can't have more than one yellow. So I don't see why they'd let you have more than one black. I mean, theoretically speaking, when I get to the black key card thing, I would be more than willing to go in with you. And then, like, you know, I open up the office and you open up the safe or what have you. Although the problem is, how far into the ticket are you? Because I'm not sure how far I am yet. Yeah. We can be Captain Ticket. You know? So I'm not sure when that's going to happen. That'll, like, I have to get through Labyrinth first. That's a Tuesday problem. But Labyrinth is a Tuesday problem, not no. The nuts and bolts, though. Oh, the Rashala key. Chuck another one to the pile. Time, meh. Helix. I'm pretty sure the back, like, I would be genuinely surprised if the backpack sells by, tomorrow. There are trade. Okay, I was about to say, oh my god, did it sell? Who was the trade? I want to say mechanic. It's a mechanic trade key. Yeah, I need 2 tank batteries and 3 Zyklons. How much is a Zyklon? Oof. Oof. Added the drive to make. I mean, I still have to. What is drive to mechanic? What step is that? Oh, I haven't given him the 40 bitcoins yet. So, you know. Yeah, I know. That's why I was looking at them. I'll put them in my notes so I can remember. So I can get a trade for that. Oh, sorry, it's 3 Zyklons. 2 tank batteries and 3 Zyklons. How much are these? How much is a black, I guess, is the question. Now, see, I couldn't bring in two. I need at least 2 uses. So, what is that? Well, these are down now, somehow. Well, no, they were just 200. I'm stupid. You know, so 3 of these, so 900,000 plus another 1.2, so 2.1 mil for a fresh black key card, which would go for how much? How many trillions of rubles? Eight. So I could spend 2.8 or 2.1 on items to trade for a fresh one, or spend 8. Well, there might be a cheaper one for, but yeah, I'd spend 8 million. So I mean, like, if it comes to it and I really desperately need it, I'm not too upset to, like, I mean, hopefully I find the parts to make the trade cheaper, right, by the time I get there, hopefully. So yeah, that's that. The injectors are topped up. Now, this thing is doing decently, but anything past like 4 yards, it struggles. So, just a little disappointing, but it kind of just, it is what it is. Now, I should repair this. That'll repair pretty. Oh, the back is pretty messed up as well. Yeah, that repairs really well. So, anyway, I think that's going to be where we end here, just because again, I'd be more than willing to go do another couple runs trying to get more nuts and some pressure gauges, but not for a little bit. I think. How close are we to? We're just shy of 30,000 XP before we hit level 50 and can really kind of snowball some fence rep, right? Because we get the 1.1 for completing or for handing in the epsilon. Then when we do that, that'll push us way over 5. Right? So we're at 4.15. If we get to level 50, that'll push us up to 5.25, which will push us over here and give us an extra 0.2, and then we can do more of these. So, you know, we can get this, we can snowball them quite a bit. Anyway, thank you all for coming. If you guys like what you saw, leave a like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, share with all your friends. Thank you to my subscribers, and I'll see you guys later. Yay, Labyrinth.